What makes a good anime? Is it the art style? Some of you might think that the music is a selling point for the best animes out there, and I'm sure that more than a few of you want your anime nice and action-packed with a good story to go along with it. Well, in this review, we're going to take a look at Castlevania, the Netflix anime based off of the beloved game series, and we are going to see how it holds up to all of what you want and need. Hey there, this is RetroCthulhu, and welcome to Netflix Castlevania, a 5-minute review. I absolutely love Castlevania as a franchise, don't get me wrong, and I have recently tried to go back and replay the entire series, and I am happy to say that this anime catches much of the magic that the games graced us all with all those years ago. Side note, I just want to say, go listen to Lara6683's Castlevania melody she did. It will be linked in the description below. And there's really no reason for me to say that other than that I'm listening to it as I'm writing this, and it is absolutely amazing. If you have ever played any of the Castlevania games, then you probably know what to expect from the anime. Kinda. What I mean by that is that the anime doesn't seem to follow any single story from any of the games, and ends up almost becoming like a weird fever dream that someone would have after playing way too much of the NES that day. The story is very solid, don't get me wrong, but if you think you will know everything because you've played the games, then you would be mistaken. Yes, we have what you would probably expect. A Belmont with a whip, and he uses it to cause all sorts of mayhem. Dracula is back and more devilishly handsome than we've ever seen him, and we even get a few characters that I'm glad you'll be happy to see if you're a fan of the series. Every single one of these heroes and villains are drawn in such a perfect way for this theming and mood. So many times Trevor will be able to tell exactly what he is thinking with a simple smirk. And he's not the only one like that. The animation is extremely well suited and, dare I say, perfect for what it is going for. Everything looks crisp, the backgrounds look like they had someone spend time thinking about where every little thing should be placed. Just look at Dracula's castle. The amount of detail put into this is absolutely astonishing. Just look at the art and the animation that most people might never even notice, and they still put so much work into it. It is so refreshing to see that. Also, quick little insert, this anime is nasty. Blood, eyes getting ripped out, humans being burned alive, so if you don't like gore or seeing people just suffer, this is not for you. I was trying to find a way to segue into this, but I need to just say it. The music falls flat for me personally. Now, before you all get your pitchforks and crosses out to fight me, I find myself wishing that it had more references to the game music, that's all. Other than that, the music is not all that bad. I was listening to the soundtrack, and don't get me wrong, it is a okay, decent soundtrack. It just sounds so generic compared to what I think of when I think of Castlevania. I want to hear Vampire Killer, I want to hear Bloody Tears, I want to hear the songs that just make me think Castlevania, and instead I get something that sounds very generically action. And that's not what I want. I want something that makes me relive the days of playing the SNES. That being said, again, it's not terrible, I just wish it had been done better. If you have been wanting to fill yourself with more Belmont lately, this anime will likely hit the spot for you, even if you've never played or don't know a single thing about the game it's based on. This anime will have you thinking about Dracula in a different light, and I can promise that. When I went into watching this, I had never thought anything about like, oh, what is his backstory? And that could be explained in one of the games, I don't know. The only backstory I ever thought we got was Kid Dracula, and I don't even know if that's officially canon or whatever. But I want to say this. If you like A, angels and demons style mythology, very Catholic style, B, bloody anime, or C, just castles and guys with whips, then check this one out. As I said, it's on Netflix, and the first episode will leave you wanting to keep going. So get out there and become the vampire killer you are meant to be.